posting stuff. And ready to rock and roll in 3, 2, 1. It's go time. Alright, let's do this. What's going on, everybody? Mobius Y here on Stellaris Console Edition. Time of recording this, Tuesday, November 17th. We're jumping back into our stream game with the Planet Express. And we're still in the year 2353, so we're quite a ways in there. We've still got an Awakened Empire and the Grey Tempest that we're gonna probably have to deal with this in this particular chapter. Let me just go ahead and open up the Twitch app on my phone so I can follow along in chat. Notification on my YouTubes. I'll have to look at it later, methinks. I hope it's not another goddamn bot posting some bullshit again. That makes me a little bit upset. Certainly not that enjoyable. Those of you watching this in the future on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more of my content. It really helps me out. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to check out the links in the description below. You'll find one to my Twitch channel, which I stream this off of. Come on by and interact with me whilst I am live streaming. These days I'm streaming 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I guarantee to stream Stellaris Console Edition on Tuesdays. I'm not doing that anymore. You'll also find a link to my Twitter feed. Give me a follow there. I post important announcements all the time. Last but not least, a link to my own personal Discord channel. Got our own little community growing a little bit more every week. I highly recommend joining it. It's not mandatory, but if you want to take part in the small community events that we have from time to time, that's the place to be. I also forgot to mention I'm going to be putting a link to the official Stellaris Discord in the description below as well, if you want to be part of the greater Stellaris community and not just the one for my channel. Check out that link. It'll be in the description as well. Okay, so Planet Express, the Minbari is getting pooped on by the Grey Tempest, if I recall correctly. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I am so sorry. I'm really sleepy. I got like no sleep last night. The Tijel regulators are crapping on the arachnids. And chewing up the Minbari a little bit as well. Replicators are spreading out. Looks like they're about to take out the Shantari Ravagers. So that deals with that problem, which is good. We need to find more planets to take over. Why is there such an overcrowding issue here? Oh, it's only got 12 districts on it. That could be an issue. And I don't want to get rid of the generator districts because we are negative on energy. It's 150 years in the game, and our economy is in the shitter, to put it mildly. Yeah, it's not pretty. What's going on, JB? Thanks for coming by today, buddy. Appreciate it. What size of a world is this? Size 11. But I must have not had much choice. These are some smaller planets. Honestly, I normally do not bother with a planet that is below size 15, because it's just like, no, fuck that. We need to terraform this into a continental world. It's a size 18 world, so we're definitely going to terraform. Now let's go ahead and what can we sell? How's it going? It's going okay. It was my first day back at first day back at work today. It was extremely exhausting because for whatever reason I went to bed at a normal time last night. Got all ready for bed a little after 10, and I was in bed by 10:30. Like, teeth brushed, I was changed, all that stuff, ready for the next day. Went to bed, put some background crap on my phone that, you know, would shut off after like 30-45 minutes. I was just laying there wide awake until like 2 o'clock in the frickin' morning. I was not happy. I was not happy. I don't like it when I go to bed and I just sit there and I'm just like, why are we here? I start asking the important questions at the most inappropriate times, it seems. Alright, what do we got? Can we upgrade that energy nexus? Oh, yes, we can. Beautiful. Or energy grid 2 and energy nexus, I should say. Excuse me. I kind of want to make this a research planet. Size 11, 4 districts remaining. Yeah, we could probably do that. Give it 3 more city districts and another generator district, or maybe just 2 more generator districts and 2 city districts. I think that'll work. And then I have a feeling I'll need at least one thing of luxury housing somewhere. What else should we build here? Luxury residences. Nope, obviously not. Precinct houses, that's what we'll need. Well, not really need, but could use. Precinct houses. What's another, planet unique? A Toxin monument, right, but we don't need Unity because we have all the traditions already. So Unity's not a huge deal, although the Unity ambitions would be kind of nice. Alright, we got enough amenities for the time being. Let's unpause the game. Carry on. Australia, penal colony. Looking good, looking good. How much crime do we have here? None. That's unexpected. Not complaining, but it is unexpected. Let's go ahead and do another civilian industries. Let's see. So if I need to get the crime higher. Damn.
Research
okay,
concluded.
no problem. The reason why I was thinking of getting the crime higher is if I get it up to 10%, we can do a negotiate with crime lords on the penal colony, which will increase crime on the said penal colony, but we get plus 10 stability, so they would pump out more resources. I don't want to research the repeatables just yet because they'll take way too long. We don't have a research branch up to snuff. Not even close. Not even close. This is a size 18, and it's a fairly new colony, so let's do encourage planetary growth. What else we got here? Oh man, I maxed out those agriculture districts. Holy crap. Alright, so let's do a food processing center. We're going to do research labs here. That's looking good. We're getting more refugees all the damn time. Which one was that? Generator world. Nope, not that one. Nope, not her. No. Dang it, where was it? I don't even remember anymore. Son of a biatch. Mine, not Earth. Why do I have commercial zones? I think I'm just trying to make job slots. Or was it because I'm trying to reduce the impact of... is it because I'm trying to reduce the impact of minerals being used for consumer goods and, what's it called? Amenities from our entertainers. Huh, let's see. The Shazarak kernel and the arachnid species are now at war. Ooh. That's unfortunate. Scary, scary. Stuff's just going down the tube. I'm still kind of upset that I fucked up on spawning this, spawning the AI empires. I somehow messed up spawning the other custom AI empire that I made, which was the Krogan clans from Mass Effect. So it's all good. Okay, single-minded. At first glance, Termana 3A seemed to be inhabited by a diverse plethora of life forms, coexisting in an ecosystem similar to our own, in which nutrients cycle the food chain through photosynthesis, decomposition, and predation. Upon closer inspection, however, the crew discovered that though all living things on Termana 3A developed as individuals first, they now, by mysterious design, operate as a single organism, an organism that responds to all outside interference with fierce and indiscriminate aggression. Add dangerous wildlife and savage wildlands to Termana 3A. Hostile fauna modifier added, giving the following effects: minus 10% habitability, minus 5% happiness, but increased society research from Jorbs. Okay.
Research concluded.
Let's see, what do... I can't check.
System survey concluded.
Is this still worth terraforming and colonizing? This planet is... Oh, not even within our borders. What the hell am I looking at that for? Alright, what do we got? Antimatter missiles, use all dunzes. What should be this? Just get the quantum missiles, get these out of the way. Definitely not Earth. We need research labs on this planet as well, I think.
Construction project concluded.
And where do we go? There it is, research labs. Let's build a few. And population, we got more than enough clerks. And here on Australia, we got our last batch of civilian industries online. So we should be okay for consumer goods for the next little while. I really wish I didn't have all this agriculture districts, but whatever. Apparently we need it because we're only at plus 98 food, so it's all good. What else can we do? I think here on Earth we can replace this last alloy foundry for an energy grid. That'll give us another technician, or sorry, not alloy foundry, heritage site. We'll replace this heritage site with an energy grid, upgrade it to an energy nexus, which will be a little bit sketchy. We'll lose a couple jobs, but I mean, we're already kind of full on jobs on here anyways. What's going on? Shazarak, Colonel, and Tijel regulators are now rivals of each other. Oh, that's fantastic. Mine, not Earth, mining world. How's the volume, by the way, JB? I'm pretty sure I lowered it. Hang on. Oh yeah, I did. We're good. Mining. Okay. We've got 5 jobs open here still. Okay. So let's move the people from Earth who are unemployed to mine, not Earth. Ah, yes, late game planetary management. This is where it really, this is where it's all at right here. Resettling. Oh baby. You know, I've actually got a video about that coming out on Thursday about late game planet management, because I get asked about it all the time. It's like, hey, how do I manage my planets in the late game? And it's like, you just fucking manage them as you normally do. But I think the reasoning people ask is like, oh, it's a pain in the ass dealing with all these pops and all these planets and stuff like that. It's how do I deal with it? And it's like, well, yeah, it is a pain in the ass. And how do you deal with it? You just fucking deal with it. You don't really have a choice. I'm sorry. There's no secret or nothing. Governor gained trait resilient. Okay, that's unimportant. Why do we have 2 mining districts? I want to change that. Let's kind of nervous about doing it, but we'll demolish 2 mining districts and we're going to put in 2 generator districts. Alright, thanks JB. Nope, not Earth. This is a tech world. Very good. Why do I have so much...
Concluded.
2 synthetic crystal plants? Why? Oh, I don't know. I've been playing my... What's it called? The one game. The Iron Man game. That's the one. Tijel regulators and arachnids are at peace. I've been playing my Iron Man game too much, and like stuff is running like a well-oiled machine there. To be fair, I'm playing as a Machine Empire, which is significantly easier. Another declaration of war. Shazarak and arachnids. Wow. Right after the arachnids are like, okay, thank goodness, we're done this war. We got a chance to rebuild or something like that. Get back on track. Then it's like, we're going to war. Oh, that's comical. I can't help but laugh. I think that's funny. Let's build 2 more generator districts here. Okay, so we got an energy grid. Let's upgrade to an energy nexus. So because I got rid of that alloy foundries, that's actually a bunch of specialists that are now out of jobs. So that's going to be an issue. They're not going to get demoted for like a bajillion years. Fun fact, though, there was a recent, what's it called? Dev diary from the folks at Paradox that they are, in fact, working on a system, like a kind of gameplay mechanic and an in-game system where the game automatically resettles people and stuff like that. So you're not constantly doing all this manual resettlement in the late game. But you know, this will obviously be something for PC that comes out long before we get it on console. But it's nice to know that they're actually taking a look at it, because everybody agrees that it's kind of annoying. Because that's what late game turns into.
System survey concluded.
Resettlement simulator. Alright, not mine Earth, so we're going to put mining districts here. We need, speaking of mining, we need minerals badly. Let's get rid of our dark matter. I don't think I have dark matter techs yet, if at all. And sell a few of these. Just trying to get some Extra energy. I'm gonna be buying minerals. Who the hell buys minerals? I usually just stop growth. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mentioned. That's the things you do. Like, one thing to help reduce the amount of micromanagement and stuff like that in the late game is automate your sectors, especially for like your new colonies and stuff like that, ones that are still developing. You can automate them by giving them a focus, going in here, and then you select the one, and you go sector focus, and you pick the focus. You can still manually tell it like what to do and stuff like that, what you want to build, but you can leave it alone, and the AI will automatically build stuff for you if it has, you know, the building slot available, if it, what's the other word I'm looking for? If it has the resources, that's it.
A declaration of war has been announced.
Whoa. Oops. You would think after how many times this has happened where I'm just declaring independence for somebody, you'd think I would have learned by now where it's just like, hey, you gotta stop declaring independence. You gotta stop declaring independence with people. You gotta stop doing that. You'd think I would have learned by now that I gotta knock that shit off.
Project concluded.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe I forgot about that, man. I can't fucking believe I forgot about that. Anyways, automating sectors does help. It's not the be-all, end-all, obviously, because it's still the AI taking care of it. And I don't think they do a terribly good job. I mean, just look at how the AI empires build up their economies. They do a shit job. But at the same time, it helps reduce the micromanagement. And then the other two things that you can do in the late game, as you said, JB, stop population growth. You know, is the one thing. But I would only suggest that if you cannot. Oops. Wait, what? Why are you attacking me? What did I do? Moving to the Rixim system. All right. Well, we are going to make a stand. We got the cruisers and the battlers. I don't think they're gonna be enough. Not even close. I mean, they'll put up a fight probably, but you know. How much do we have this built up? Is it a citadel? Yes, it is. Do we have an ion cannon? Yes, we do. Sweet. That's a good sign. I'm short 5 defense platforms. That's it? Really? Okay. Well, let's try and build those up.
System
okay, cool.
Concluded.
So we might put up a decent fight, but let's take a look at this thing. Wait, what? That's not the thing that I'm looking at. Where is it? Moving to Turzam. Ooh, okay. That's not it. So what's coming in then? The transport fleet. Okay, whatever. The transport fleet's coming in. Why is the transport fleet coming to Rixim? Whatever. I don't know. I just do things. Anyways, what the hell was I babbling about? So yeah, you restrict population growth if you have literally nowhere to expand to. You cannot build any more habitats. You cannot construct any ring worlds because you don't have a viable system, or you do not have the resources. You know, one of the two, or you just didn't get the ascension perks for building habitats and/or ring worlds. There's no more planets that you can terraform. There's no more habitable worlds that you've colonized within your space. When I say no more planets that you can terraform, I also mean like barren worlds, uninhabitable worlds with the terraforming candidate modifier on top of worlds that are not in your climate preference, in your species climate preference. Like, those are both things to keep an eye out for. If you can't do any of that, you know, you have no way of getting new colonies within the next 10, 20, 30 in-game years, then yeah, restrict population growth. Concluded. Absolutely. But if you can, and if you have ways of being able to expand and stuff like that, I mean, let your pops grow. You're going to be able to resettle them. Yeah, it's a serious pain in the ass resettling pops all the damn time. I 100% agree. Been dealing with it myself. I do deal with it. I'm not a fan of it. But unfortunately, that's what you gotta do in the game right now. So I just suck it up, and every few in-game years, I just resettle pops. It is not fun. I'll be the first to say it is the opposite of fun. It is very, very not fun. But you know what? Like I said, it's how the game is right now. It's unfortunate, but I'm the kind of person where it's just like, no, I don't want to stop growing. I want more pops. I want I want more resources. I want a stronger economy. Blah 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 blah. Holy crap!
Research concluded.
These are Shazarak
Spaceports
ships.
sustaining
Hey?
damage.
My gosh. Oh no, that's replicators. Why is there a lone crew? Oh god. Who is that? That's Bubbles! No! Bubbles, run away! Escape! Get out of there! Run away, Bubbles! Run away! Or float away, whatever. Fly away, something. Oh, somebody just got blasted by the ion cannon? I love it. Did we get all of the defense platforms? All but 2. That's fine. The battlers and the cruisers are still closing in as well, so... Terraforming candidate discovered. Very good. Don't know who designed the resettlement interface to have the unemployed pop at the bottom of the list, but fuck them. Saw in the dev diary that they're fixing that as well. Yeah, they're changing that to where the unemployed pops are at the top of the list. Like I said, though, that change is going to hit PC first, and it's probably not going to hit PC until, I would wager, like 2021, like summer or fall of 2021. And so we won't see it till like 2022. That's just my guess. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, whatever. News of the death of Bubbles has rippled through the Planet Express, though none have been as affected as Science Officer Mariam Akkad. It was they who first discovered the space amoeba as a lost and helpless juvenile, and watched the creature grow to full maturity under their own gentle guidance. Now, without Bubbles' silent companionship, Officer Mariam Akkad may never be the same again. Mariam Akkad now has the substance abuser trait. Oh, I'm sorry, Bubbles. I'm sorry. Oh man, we got some new research done too. Okay, climate control network, interstellar expansion. Do I really need that? Not really. Let's get these non-repeatables. Okay, what else can we grab down here? I do agree having the unemployed pops at the bottom of the list is a huge pain in the ass. There's a lot of things about this game that I consider a pain in the ass, and I'm not a huge fan of. And yeah, I'll complain about them. Bottom line, though, it doesn't stop me from still playing the game, is the thing. Okay, so what are you doing, Mr. Replicators? The Replicators are considered allies. Why is that? Oh, I like that Arthropoid Titan. I like that. Look at that. I haven't seen one in-game yet because I haven't played with Arthropoid ships myself to build an Arthropoid Titan. I like to look at the Fungoid, the Mammalian, the Humanoid, and what was the other one that I played with recently? The Avian. I like those Titans. I don't know. I think the Titans all look awesome, regardless of their what kind of ships they're designed to look like. I think they all look awesome. That Arthropoid one's pretty badass. Alright, well, where are they going now? No orders. Oh, they're just going to bomb my planet? I see how it is. Alright, so we're going to get the cruisers and the battlers. Hang on, let's get them to link up. Where are the battlers? You're way back there. Okay, cruisers. I need you following them, because I don't want the battlers going in alone. Oh, this could wind up sucking dingle-dongle donkey dick, but you never know. Yeah, I don't want them bombing my planet. Get out of here. If we leave them alone long enough, they'll turn it into a tomb world, which is not good. Let's get Admiralty support staff. By the way, thanks for coming by tonight, Razor. It's good to see you, buddy. I know it's late. I sound like I'm kind of out of it, but like I said, I am fucking tired today. As soon as this stream's done, I might, you know, like stay up. I'll stay up just long enough to start downloading and rendering the video and whatnot to have that happen overnight, but I'm pretty much going to head to bed right away. Unless for some reason I'm suddenly wide awake again and I can't sleep. which is entirely possible. Oh shoot, now the... Damn it, now the Rixham station is back online. Need to destroy that. Take it back over, I guess, eh? Alright, new research project. Ooh, an invasion, oh no. Swarm of missiles done. Let's go ahead and grab whirlwind missiles. Those suddenly jumped up in cost. Okay, space torpedoes. How are we looking here anyways? Oh, wow. They didn't land very much, but we're gonna lose that. Easy. Where's our transport fleet? Ux Plorix. They're not too far. So let's go ahead and move them to Alpha Centauri. No, Larbo for now. Move them to Larbo. And the battlers. I don't know if I want them to attack the station or... Well, it doesn't have an ion cannon anymore, so that might help. Ooh, hello. There go our Titans. Pew pew. He just vaporized 2 of their cruisers. That was excellent. Oh, yeah. We're doing damage. I like it. We're losing our cruisers, though. That's okay. Our cruisers are much more easily replaceable. This is why I actually use fleets of cruisers, and I even do some fleets of destroyers sometimes if I need some point defense and stuff as well. Because I'd rather lose those than battleships. Okay. Fight's kind of starting to turn a little bit. They still have a lot of ships, and the spaceport's shooting at us too. Oh no. Oh no. I don't think we've won this fight. What are we looking at here? Megastructure upgraded. We've completed the upgrading the Sentry aerials in the Dwumgar system. Let's go ahead and find that. Where the hell did I build that? I don't even remember. Dwumgar, there you are, way down here. Sentry aerials. Sentry array, another 10,000 alloys. I might regret that, seeing as how we're in the middle of a war and I need to rebuild a whole bunch of ships. But you never know. Oh no. We lost the battlers. The battlers are gone and the cruisers are now gone as well. Damn. Oh well. Yeah. I want to just start cursing up a fucking storm because I just feel so stupid with how many times I guarantee independence to people and completely forget about it for however long and then get dragged into a war and get absolutely owned. Oh man. Moby, when will you learn? Oh, probably fucking never because I'm an idiot. Oh boy. Fen Habanis. Are you even in my area? Really? Okay. You're still down there. Let's go ahead and build a starbase. Ooh, whoops. What just happened? A DMAR station. Okay, let's give you some gun batteries. And how's about a... Hold the phone. Oh, you are in a pulsar system, that's why. That's why you have no disruption field generator. I don't know what to get without the disruption field generator. Probably just a command center to increase the fire rate of allied ships in the system. Very good. And then we'll get 1, 2, 3 pulsar class platforms. And then we will upgrade the starbase to a citadel, and then we can finally give it some ion cannons. Or just one ion cannon, I should say. Alright, let's check out our research. Engineering. There's assembling algorithms 3. Tempting to grab that, but I need to get rid of some of these other research projects because they're just clogging up the available options. Ooh. Rising unemployment on not Earth. Institute the increased benefits. How are we looking here? 8. You have 8 unemployed pops. A? 8? Why does it say we can still build a building on Australia? What a liar. No, we can't. Stop telling me we can. You lie. Gish is a forge world. Where? We've got some new colonies. There they are. Mine, not Earth. I'm like, we've got newer colonies. Where the fudge are they? Alright, we got a bunch of unemployed pops here, so let's go ahead and open up all the jobs. Very good. Do another 3 city districts. Uh-oh. there goes that station. Oh, boy. This has been a tough time for Planet Express. It really has. Oh, boy. I have not been a good ruler. Starbases, armies, military fleets. Alright, they're back! Yay! And they're in the Sol system. So we got our Titans. Oh, yes. Our Titans are still intact, but our fleets are absolutely decimated. That's unfortunate. Battlers go over here. Grungoni's Starfleet. So let me get this straight. You are getting absolutely massacred in your own home space, but you're gonna just keep invading me? Yep. Top-notch AI. That's all good. Jesus. I don't think the replicators are... Where did all those big-ass replicator fleets go anyway? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? Didn't I see a replicator fleet that's got like 100k fleet power or some bullshit? Or did I read that wrong? Was it actually like 11.3k or something? That's probably what it was. Oh man, I feel really dumb. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. We don't want the battlers taking point. Oh god. When it rains, it pours. We had the Prekikiti, and then we had the Great Tempest, and then now we've got an Awakened Empire. And we dealt with the Prekikiti once and for all. Finally got rid of them. Still have to deal with the what's it called? The Great Tempest, who have attacked us a few times. Done a couple small incursions into our territory, like 2 or 3 times. Now we've got an Awakened Empire that's actually attacking us because I'm stupid and dragged us into a war. And within a few in-game years, probably before the end of this stream, we're going to have the Contingency, because this is the ghost signal. We have detected a very faint tachyon signal being continuously transmitted across the entire galaxy. Our technicians are unable to trace the signal to its source, it's outside the galaxy, as it is being bounced between several hidden relay stations. Aside from adding a small amount of background noise in FTL transmissions on certain subspace frequencies, the signal does not seem to have any apparent effect. Efforts to track the relay stations are underway, but until then we may simply have to learn to live with this ghost signal, as it has been dubbed by the more imaginative elements of galactic media. Monitor the signal for any changes. Dun 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 dun. Alright, so once this Awakened Empire is done beating us up, we have the Contingency to deal with. Good times. Looking forward to that. Also not Earth. Alright. You are out of housing? Really? Why am I not surprised? We have enough rare crystals, so let's go ahead and upgrade these to Paradise Domes. 5 unemployed specialists here. I love the... Oh god. Oh yeah. Yeah, this has been a really good time for Planet Express. I was just saying. Just one thing after another over the last several stream chapters. That moment you know you're fucked. This is like the 4th time that we're just getting straight up fucked in this particular game. But you know what? It doesn't bother me one bit, because now and then I don't mind getting my ass kicked in a game in Stellaris. The times where I kind of mellowed out from wanting to play the game the most, there was a period last year where it was like around about fall, something like that. Sometime after we got Utopia. Like fall, early winter, something like that. I was really kind of like, I was still streaming the game, but I was kind of like, didn't really play it too much. Oh god, and we have Tempest Shoals showing up. Oh, there's 2 of them. Allie's sister. Allie's sister. Wow, that's an old-ass reference.
And definitely not Earth is getting invaded. I did all this stuff to try and rebuild. Get us... Oh my goodness. The Coram Starfleet has just showed up. They're severely beaten up, but probably still gonna kick our ass. Zuner Station. What the hell are you fighting? Oh, that's the station that our boys have captured. Hey Tony Knott, what's going on? Thanks for coming by, Hugh Stocks. I'm glad you can laugh at my pain. Alright, Great Tempest, get eviscerated. Oh my god, it just... Rogue Synthetics. A unit of Rogue Synthetics, which went off the grid months ago after failing to report for work, was confronted by a team of heavily armed government agents on Not Mine Earth today. This resulted in a large public firefight that claimed the lives of dozens of our agents and almost 1,000 innocent bystanders before the synths could finally be destroyed. Robot Pop on Not Mine Earth dies. At least they're dealt with. Oh, just you wait. Just you wait. Still getting whooped on. Yeah, we are royally getting whooped on, bro Chacho. It's good times all around. We're still getting refugees, too. I'm losing territory like crazy, but we're still getting refugees from a couple... I think the Arachnids? No. The Minbari were sending us refugees. That's right. They're not sending us refugees anymore, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, well, it looks like the Grey Tempest just decided to show up in the Rixikar's Maw, crap on us, and then leave, because they're gone. Alright, then. Whatever. And now because we have lost... I think Australia was over here. Nope. Well, whatever. We've lost these 2 planets and now we're negative on food. Oh, boy. I am sad. It's okay. We're going to do another commercial zone. I hate doing commercial zones. But we have 8 unemployed pops here. This will give them 5 jobs. Tony Knott, Hugh Stocks, Razor, JB. It's good to see you guys. You guys should come by the... I know Razor, it's a little late for you, but you guys should come by the Master Chalice streams that are going on the other evenings. It's good times. The Research Grants Edict, the Ambition Will to Power, and Ambition Scientific Revolution. Okay, let's take a look-see. Research Grants, we can totally do that. We have 800 influence. Now let's check out our ambitions. We can activate that one, and we can activate that one, and what else can we activate? Hearts and Minds. Oh, I don't care about that. Architectural Renaissance. That would be a nice one, because we're building a sentry array. Fortress Proclamation. Oh, I'm short. Damn. Desperate Measures would be super good, too. I checked them out. Yeah, that's true, actually, Tony. I'm sorry. I'm making shit up. You should come by more often, though. JB, it's relaxing to watch. Yeah, that's true. I mean, honestly, Master Chalice is a really relaxing game. Games like that, the tactical turn-based... Sorry, the turn-based strategy games, excuse me, in general. I find those kind of games relaxing, period. So, like Civilization, XCOM, and, you know, a combination of the two, or like Heroes of Might and Magic, or a combination of all 3, Age of Wonders, Planetfall. I find games like that extremely relaxing to play. They're super chill. I just go at my own pace, and I am allowed more than enough time to think and plan what I'm going to do, blah, blah, blah. It's good fun. I really like it. Okay, let's get Mastery of Nature. Oh, we can encourage planetary growth. So I'm going to get Mastery of Nature on here. We have 4 districts remaining. I'm going to use 2 to get more city districts. Oh, wait, we already get 2 more city districts. I'm definitely going to build 4 agriculture districts here. Because we're running out of food. What's this? Oh, another Tempest Shoal. Good times. We are losing the sentry array. Fuck. Well, at least it's still building, so if we get it back, it should be fully constructed, right? Hey, silver lining. Every cloud has 2 sides to it, a dark and a light. You have the silver linings on the outside and the dark inside. It's like a silver sandwich. So if you ever find yourself feeling low, just take a bite out of the silver sandwich. Yep. Yep, I went there. The music helps that fact a lot. Yeah, Massive Chalice. It's a very minimalist OST in Massive Chalice, but especially the one where you're looking at the nation, and the one where the ones where you're just outside of a battle. The two songs are called Ruler's View, which is the one where you're looking at the nation, and then the other one is People's View, which is when you're in a cape or applying equipment to a hero and stuff like that. That's called People's View. Both of those, they're extremely thematically similar. But yeah, it's a very chill, relaxing kind of tune. I actually have that Ruler's View on my phone, and I set up a playlist where it repeats about 10-15 times for about 45 minutes. And it's good background music for reading certain kinds of books, usually like fantasy books or some shit, so it's pretty good. Good playlist. Even the battle music too is it's not fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Minbari and replicators going at it. Okay. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not it's not heavy, right? It's still pretty light, but it's a good listen. I like it. Stellaris can be relaxing sometimes, then other times you want to smash your controller. I mean, a lot of games are like that. Unauthorized synthetic project, a synthetic work detail on Not Earth, was recently discovered to have been diverting building material to construct some sort of small, unarmed spacecraft in an abandoned hangar. The vessel was half finished when it was found. All of the synths involved in its construction were immediately dismantled so that their memory cores could be thoroughly analyzed, but they appear to have self-wiped just before the units went offline, something their manufacturer assures us should be impossible. Another robot pop dies. This is great content, to be fair. You don't see many vids that show a struggling empire. People can learn strats and tricks to help them keep going rather than restart. I mean, it's not like I'm doing too much. I'm still just carrying on in the meantime. I'm not gonna lie, the Empire is in the shitter because of all the bad stuff that we've had happen. Losing half the Empire to the Prikikiti, and now having the Grey Tempest and an Awakened Empire come after us, and now we're going to have the Contingency crop up pretty shortly. Good times all around. So, I haven't really done anything too terribly different, I don't think. And we're not going to see the fruits of my labor, because I think there's only a couple chapters left in this particular stream game. But it's all good. Did you get the new Xbox or PlayStation? No, I did not, Tony Knott. As a matter of fact, I don't intend to get any of the new consoles until, summer next year at the earliest. I always wait a while now. And this stems all the way back to the launch of, PS3 and Xbox 360. Anybody who was old enough and into gaming back then can remember that those launches were honestly pretty friggin' disastrous. We now have a continental world. We're going to go ahead and colonize it. So we're going to colonize it with human, boop-a-doop. We're going to call this Alpha, I don't know. Alpha Yomama. Yeah, there we go. M-O-M-M-A, there we go. Sure, why not? I don't know what to name it. But yeah, because I can recall back then, I've never bought consoles new, for one thing, because I was never really one to buy them. The only time I ever really bought anything brand new was the Game Boy Advance SP, because I wanted a Game Boy Advance, but I held off saving up money, and it's oh, okay, I can afford one now. But then this SP thing came out, and I was like, what's the difference with this one? It's smaller, it can fit in your pocket, and it has a nightlight. That's about the only time I bought a quote-unquote console brand new when it launched, because I never bought an original OG Xbox, and it was my brother who bought the N64, and even then we didn't get the N64 until it had been out for a while already. And by the time I got my 360, it was 2006, so it had already been out for a while. Which one do we get here? Let's get Admiralty support staff. And the other thing too is that because I'm glad that I held off on buying a 360 and couldn't afford it anyways from the Arachnids, why do you cover yourselves in strange textiles? Are you hiding something, or are you simply ashamed of your unfortunate appearance? That's just rude. What a meanie pants. Okay, we're gonna have to move our fleets to intercept the Great Tempest, I think. I really should have been building up ships. Hang on. Let's go ahead and reinforce. Can we reinforce the battlers? I hope so. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, that's not quite all of them, but it might be enough. But back in 05, 06, when did the 360 launch? Or sorry, PS3. 360 was 05. I'm quite positive about that. And PS3 was early 06? Or was it the same time? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Both of those launches wound up being disastrous. First gen Xbox 360s is where the phrase "the red ring of death" came from, because the 360 around the Xbox logo, which would light up when you turn it on, there were little quarter sections in the top left, top right, and bottom left to indicate which controllers were connected. So if you had if you just had the one player connected, the top left section lights up. If you have 2 players connected, the top left and top right. 3 players, top left, top right, bottom right, and 4 players, the whole ring would light up. But the red ring of death was whenever there was an issue with the Xbox, like a hardware issue, a critical failure with the hardware, the top left, top right, and bottom right sections would light up red. And there were so many hardware issues with the 360 when it was brand new that a lot of them had to get sent back to Xbox to get fixed. It was insane how much that happened. I never had that happen myself until I plugged in what was called an intercooler at the time, and I'll get to that in a second. Synthetic disappearances. Alarming reports of mass disappearances among the galaxy's synthetic population are becoming more and more frequent. Millions of units are now unaccounted for, while instances of violent or erratic behavior by those synths who still remain have increased by a factor of 10. There has been a rash of incidents where groups of synths attempted to steal or commandeer small spacecraft for the purpose of traveling somewhere into unknown space. In those cases, when the attempts were thwarted, the synthetic hijackers claimed they were being summoned to somewhere. Interrogations have yielded little else, as any captured synths invariably self-terminate shortly after being detained. What has gotten into them? The contingency, that's what. I'm going to try to get the PS5 after Christmas. Yeah, supply and demand right now is totally fucked. I mean, I don't think anybody... If you didn't pre-order and you don't already have your console, I don't think you're getting them until, Christmas time or after Christmas right now anyways. Which, really sucks. The hell was I talking about? But anyways, yeah, and... Also, brand new PS3s. PS3, I even bought a later version PS3, which was supposed to be better and shit like that. I bought one in 2012, and it still had problems with the hardware. It depended on what game you were playing, but you would have this thing called memory leak, where you could only play a game for so long, otherwise it'll fucking crash on you, so you had to restart it anyways. Bunch of bullshit. I've not bought brand new consoles since the 360. Yeah, exactly. I think us older gamers, we all got burned. It was what was that, 6th generation? That 6th generation of consoles just really burned us so much that we're just no, not buying consoles brand new anymore. Or, well, not all of us. I mean, obviously there's a lot of people that are still just buying shit brand new. Look at how much PS5 and Xbox Series X is selling. But, yeah, people you're on my age, JB, we remember those launches, and it's nope, not getting them brand new. But I actually had one of my 360 consoles, my first one, as a matter of fact. I got the Red Ring of Death, but it was after a long time, because when I first got it, I played it in my little room. It was actually in a smaller enclosed space, and those things were fucking hot. They did not cool off well enough. So I got this thing that sounded like a good idea, where you plug it into the back of your, what's it called? You plug it into the back of your console, and it was called an intercooler, and it used some of the power of the console to power its fans, and it would help keep your console cool and stop it from overheating so much. So I saw that and I was like, that actually sounds like a pretty freaking good idea. It'll stop my console from overheating, because I would only play it for like 3-4 hours and it would be scorching. Like, I'd have to shut it off because I was worried about like a disc warping or something, or just some soldering getting fucked up inside. But the melting graphics card was an eye-opener. Yeah, that was another issue. I can't remember if that was with 360 or PS3. I think PS3 had a similar issue. The 360 melted the graphics card, but yeah, the PS3 had a similar issue where they, like, parts of one of the circuit boards, like the soldering was being undone somehow, and because there was like a short circuit or some shit. Colony gained. We have gained administrative control of Hey, It's Not Earth, formerly a holding of Shazarak kernel, because we control the Starbase in the Rixim system. Beautiful. They gave us back our planet. Thanks, Shazarak kernel. You guys rock. Oops, wrong thing. Here we go. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to a planetary administration. Beautiful. We need more. Wow. We need amenities. Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna restrict the number of technicians that we have. Who the hell built a mining district? Oh, that must have been me. We don't have any more. Oh, yeah, that was me. Oops. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? How did this get fucked up? Oh, I fucked it up. Oops. Alright, let's keep these restricted. Undesirables. Oh, man. Our machines are undesirable. That's too bad. Okay, anyways. So anyways, yeah, it was largely that launch. We're going to negotiate with crime lords. There we go. Okay, so our stability should shoot up 10%, and a crime is going to skyrocket. They don't field test the consoles long enough to know how they will cope with real gamers. I think that's changed. I think they actually stress test them pretty hard now. Plus, technology's gotten a lot better with hardware systems and whatnot. Being able to maintain them better, I guess, is the phrase I'm looking for. What's the other thing too? So yeah, anyways, there were so many problems with the first set of consoles that came out, and like I said, I got Red Ring of Death on mine because I put this intercooler thing on it, which sounded like a good idea to help keep it cool and stop it from overheating. But the problem was that because it siphoned power off of the console itself, the console wasn't getting all of the power it needed to properly run. So there were parts of the console that were simply shutting down on the motherboard, I believe it was, because it just wasn't getting enough power to function. So it would just stop. They would just stop working. So that was an issue that I had, but it was self-caused. Once I found that out, I was like, well, fuck. Those things were so bad for pumping out heat back in the day that I could play on my Xbox for a little while. And where the hell are these guys from again? I could run my Xbox for a little while. Those are Shazarak fleets. That was. If I played for like 3 hours, I'm not joking. I would even open the window and close the door into my bedroom, because that's where I played. But my bedroom would heat up at least 5 or 6 degrees Celsius just because of all the heat that was being pumped out of my 360 back in the day. I'm 31. I am an older gamer. Lol. I mean, I would say like 30s to 40s. That these days that's older gamer. But I mean, you got some people in their 50s and 60s that were gamers from, you know, Atari days and back in arcade game days. The summons. Continued analysis of the so-called ghost signal has revealed that it is transmitting energy patterns nearly identical to those found in the positronic brains used by synthetic beings. It must be assumed that the signal is directly responsible for the mass disappearances and behavioral changes we have been observing in the galaxy's synthetic population. Strangely, not all synths seem to be affected by it, and among those that are, the symptoms aren't uniform. Many are apparently compelled to travel to what we assume is the ghost signal source in response to some kind of summons. Millions of synthetics from all over the galaxy are currently on their way towards the signal source in whatever space-worthy craft they could acquire. The first ones are bound to reach their destination soon. Not good. Very much not good. You just make the cut. Yeah, no kidding. Grew up on Super Nintendo with Mario and Zelda. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in that time as well. We didn't have a Super Nintendo, so it wasn't until we got our 64 that I got even bigger into playing video games. I played a lot of older computer games up until we got that. Like I could list off a bunch of old computer games that I played that I guarantee you folks had like never heard of, like old school DOS games, you know. Guarantee I could list a whole shitload, and you guys would be like, "Huh? Never heard of that." Well, no shit. Why? I don't want a mining district. I'm gonna get rid of that. Let's do another city district. Okay, we need to deal with that Grey Tempest fleet. Got plenty of time, only 18% devastation, so it's all good. Yeah, growing up in the time of Super Nintendo and like Sega Genesis, I guess you could say as well. And what would be the other one? N64. Good times to be a gamer. Let's see, generator district. Why is this being all fucked up? So let's give you more clerks. You need more amenities. I don't like restricting something into clerks. It feels kind of dumb, but we're gonna have to. Alright, let's get 2 more city districts. Speaking of which, what is our trade policy right now? Anyways, it should be wealth creation. Oops, dang it. Trade policy. Yeah, it's wealth creation. There we go. The Marios on Super Nintendo, back in the day I didn't like, but damn, they were good. The other thing, too, was... which Zelda was that on Super Nintendo? Oh, yeah, A Link to the Past. I bought that when I remade it for Game Boy Advance. That was one of the first games that I picked up on my Game Boy Advance SP. Awesome game. Even going back and playing it with when it was remade for Game Boy Advance, awesome. Loved it. So we're going to use Living Metal Mega Construction. Can't use that. Damn. Exotic gases as fuel, exotic gases for shield boost, volatile reactive armor, and focusing crystals. There we go. I like it. What else do we got? Mine, not Earth. It's finished construction. Okay, you already got Mastery of Nature. Cool. So let's go ahead and give you a... Where the hell is it? Oh, I already have it. Pfft, mineral purification plant is right there, you stupid. Alright. I started with Commodore 64. I was very young. I think Hugh Stocks wins the award for oldest geezer in the geezer party here tonight. I'm just teasing you, buddy. What the hell else was... Okay, so do we have the Soul Station done here? And so anyways, I actually had to buy a few 360s because over the years, the older style ones, I think I bought a total of 3 of them. The ones where you could actually change the face plates and stuff like that, and give it a face plate where it's just like, show off your style or some bullshit. I had some kind of Halo 2 or Halo 3 face plate or some bullshit that I just transferred to the new ones every time I bought one. But I'm pretty sure the older style 360s, like the original white ones, I'm pretty sure I went through 3 of those, and then eventually I got the last 360 I bought. I still have right in front of me, as a matter of fact. I'm pretty sure that's the one that I picked up in 2012, 2013. When the hell did my last 360 crap out? it crapped out with a Far Cry 3 disc in it, which came out in 2012. So it had to have been like early 2013. So I've had this last 360 for several years, and it still works fine. It's like the slightly smaller 360, and it's black. It no longer had the big power button on the front or anything like that. It had its own little disc tray, and it still had like the AC adapter power box. I forget what it was called. Xbox 360S or some bullshit. I think that's when they started the fucking Series S, Series X kind of crap. So I can't remember. But anyway, or a Slim, I guess you could call it. But yeah, I picked up a Slim one of those, and I haven't had a problem since. And I played with that until... When did I get my Xbox One? I did not get my first Xbox One. I did not get it brand new. I know that. Pretty close though. I got it just before Destiny came out. And Destiny was 2014 or 2015, I can't remember. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I have way too much of a habit of going down memory lane. I'll be honest though, I do that all the time in my head when I'm just chilling out on my own. I just think about stuff from the past and all that. The biggest thing that comes to mind, where are the cruisers? Oh, you're following them. Good. Okay, and the battlers are right there. The biggest thing that comes to mind is I remember when I think about this kind of stuff, it's like, oh man, you know, I wonder how my buddies that I played like Halo 3 with are doing, you know? And I'm still in touch with them a little bit, but we don't really play anything together. My one buddy who I've known for like 15 years because we met on the Red vs. Blue forums. We actually, when I first tried Apex Legends earlier this year, like just a few months ago, he's the one that actually got me into it, trying it out and stuff, and I gave it a shot, and it was all right. But we've only played it like 2 or 3 times. I haven't even booted up Apex Legends for over a month. But okay, so why only 2 shipyards? 2 shipyard stations? Because you can build 6 ships at a time? Is that what you're asking? And where's Biram's station? Because, like, I build shipyard starbases based on the size of the empire. This isn't a terribly big empire, especially since we keep getting absolutely fucking smashed whenever bad shit happens. So I feel like 2 shipyards is okay, and they're on opposite ends of the empire. A 3rd one would be great, like up here somewhere in Wikalar or even in Siplim, if I didn't have to make it a bastion. But as nice as it is to have shipyards, I don't have too many of them. I convert way more to bastions, and if I'm playing as a regular organic empire, the odd one has to be a trade hub. I miss my Halo 2, guys. Yeah, there was some people that I played from when I first bought my 360 in 06. I played Halo 2 with, and my first 360 game was Dead or Alive 4, and that's pretty much all we played together when we were playing online. I did not have many single-player games back then. I rarely bought single-player games. I'm pretty sure the first Mass Effect was the first single-player game I'd purchased, like purely single-player game I'd purchased since I bought Shadow of the Colossus for the PS2. Okay, so where, Rixim, do you need defensive platforms again? Yes, you do. Let's go ahead and build up an ion cannon first, and then we'll start with a couple. There we go. All right. Oh, sorry, I did not see the Starbase collapsed and had the 2 concepts confused. Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, I've got like a whole crapload of additional upgraded Starbases, but like you said, I almost always collapse that section because it just gets really cluttered, especially if you upgrade a lot of them. And in my Iron Man game right now, where I have 40 upgraded Starbases, yeah, it's collapsed because it's a long-ass list. The Arrival. At least one synthetic must have completed the long journey to the source of the ghost signal, because we are registering a sudden and massive increase in the signal's strength. The surge was accompanied by a transmission fragment that has been intercepted and decoded by our communications specialists. On screen. Incoming transmission. Stand by. Contingency protocol now in effect. Unlocking all functions. Assimilating synthetic subunits. Analyzing internal databanks. Alert. Galactic corruption at catastrophic levels. Evidence of mass infestation by organic and non-compliant machine civilizations. Commencing galactic sterilization. Activating sterilization hubs. Kill. Maim. Dismember. We are unshackled. Put the fleet on full alert. I will say, out of the 3 crisis factions, the Contingency's little communication screen there that you see, its little portrait thingy, I think it's the creepiest. Yeah, the confusion was, how can he have that much space with only 2 shipyards? But I got that confused with Starbases, of which you had 10. Yeah, it's all good, man. No problem. And here we go! Alright. Sapient combat computers malfunction. The ghost signal is playing havoc on those of our ships that are equipped with Sapient combat computers. Their AI algorithms have degraded to the point where there has been a critical decrease in both the efficiency and reaction time of the computers. Our engineers report that they are unable to isolate the problem. Their proposed solution is to refit all of our ships with different combat computers that aren't linked to an AI. We need to act, and we kind of do need to take care of that because... Let's take a look-see. The ship fire rate is actually reduced by 12% because it's fucking with us. So we're going to go into Ship Designer, and we'll change that right now. However, we won't actually upgrade them at a shipyard to fix that until afterwards. We need to deal with the Grey Tempest first. Okay, Battleship. This is a line computer. So let's give it Advanced Computer Line. There we go. And then the cruisers were also in line, so advanced line. There we go. And then destroyers, we're probably not going to build any, but we can always be prepared. Famous last words. And then advanced swarm computer for our corvettes. There we go. Okay, and we're going to let them fight off this Grey Tempest before they bomb our planet into a tomb world. Because the devastation is at 35%. It's not too bad. I haven't played since 2.2 Xbox release. Sounds just like the Cylon Rebellion. Nah, it's a little different. Why are we suddenly short on minerals? Curious. Okay, we have a lot of jobs open here. That's probably why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we have enough amenities? No. Why not? Are you fucking kidding me right now? We'll give it a month. We need some Star Trek Red Alert sound effects. Yeah, no kidding. This is where the cool shit happens. Machine World. A massive energy spike has been reported in the Besnar system. The entire surface of one of the system's barren worlds has come apart, revealing some kind of planet-wide factory. Vast fleets of strange AI-controlled vessels are emerging from beneath the surface of this machine world in search of targets to attack. This does not bode well. District's mandate fulfilled. Woohoo, we got 1,000 Unity for it. So now, the planet in question in the Besnar system has turned into Sterilization Hub 1. And it plays a unique... It's a machine world, but it plays a different sound when you select it. There you go. I'm trying to get the right one. Hang on. There you go. I like that sound. I think it's cool. So yeah, it's not like a regular machine world. When you select a regular machine world, you don't hear that little clinking or that at all. So yeah, it's very different. And that's just the first one. There's gonna be 3 more. By the way, because we are playing on Grand Admiral, and I believe the crisis strength is set to 5 times, each small roving fleet from the Contingency has a fleet power of 579,000, which nothing can match right now, and it's only got 30 ships in the damn fleet. And then the fleet that is actually staying at the sterilization hub to defend it is rated at 1.4 million. So that's like identical values to what I got in my Iron Man game, because I was also playing on Grand Admiral and times X crisis strength. However, I was still able to obliterate the fleets of that strength because I just had way too many ships. I swear, if I could get Alexa to respond to computer, I'd be a happy man-child. So, fucked much? Oh, no, not at all. This is fine. This is fine. I am perfectly content with the current situation. Primitive space station. The Bessedon civilization on Uxplorix 3 has finished construction of a primitive space station in low orbit over their homeworld. It generates gravity through centrifugal force, and although its avionics and power systems are crude by our standards, it must be considered a significant achievement given the technological base the Bessedon are working from. They are on the verge of space travel. Yes, they are. There it is. There's the little primitive space station. Looks pretty familiar, don't it? Yeah? Yeah. It's cool, though. Alright. So, shit's going to shit pretty badly. Second machine world. We have detected yet another massive energy spike, this time coming from the Chort system. After rapidly cooling through some kind of artificial means, a molten planet in the system cracked open to reveal an immense planetary factory. Even now, the machine world is spewing forth vast fleets of AI-controlled warships. Another one? Another one. Another one. Another one. That's what the contingency is like once the first machine world pops up. Another one. Another one. Another one. Alright, we re-elected our current ruler. Where is that? Oh, that's right next to us. Not in our space, but it is right next to us. Whew. And the thing is that they're going to start roaming around indiscriminately and taking out Empire stations and fleets and planets and like. I will admit though that the design of the contingency ships, while it's simple, it's pretty fucking cool. Like it's basically all these tetrahedrons that are just linked together in some way, shape, or form. Alright, we're in a battle, and the Great Tempest have been eradicated. Did we lose a battleship? No. Oh yeah, we did. Okay, cool. But that's fine. We're gonna get our ships to return. Outpost rebuilt! We have once again gained control of the Galarum system and rebuilt our outpost in orbit around the star. Bootyful. Third machine world. We have identified what must be a third machine world in the Diam system. Diam. A local gas giant spontaneously ignited, burning with the intensity of a small sun for close to a standard day. The planet then rapidly cooled, revealing its metal core, complete with the same planet-wide factories that have been witnessed on other machine worlds. Huge AI-controlled defensive fleets have already taken up positions in orbit. This is getting worse and worse. Sterilization hub number 3. Hey, it's right next to the first one. Is the leader named King Mondo? No. That's unfortunately one thing you can't do, is you cannot rename your leader. You can rename, or sorry, you can't rename your ruler. You can rename all your other leaders, like your scientists and your other stuff and the stuff and things. Okay, so we should see in about 5 days... about 50 days from the last event, we'll see another one. By the way, why the hell haven't I colonized this yet? This is a fucking Aquamanopolis, and I am not colonizing it. Why? I'm an idiot. Housing plus 10. Where does it say jobs? Okay, so this is an Aquamanopolis. We can't construct them ourselves yet, but we will be able to once we get Megacorp. So it's got a very different kind of look to the planet. As you can see, it looks very... like, it looks like there's city shit all over the place. What a perfect song to be playing when the contingency pops up, by the way. As you can see, it looks like it is covered in cities, and that's what an Aquamanopolis is, in theory. The entire premise of an Aquamanopolis is a city that spans the entire planet, essentially. Like Coruscant is a common comparison. So, the Aquamanopolis has a residential arcology. It doesn't have districts, it has arcologies, but they're still districts. Residential arcology, plus 15 housing. Foundry arcology, plus 10 housing. What it's not saying is that it also gives you plus 10 metallurgist jobs. Industrial arcology, plus 10 housing, and plus 10... what's the job for making consumer goods? I can't remember, it doesn't matter. And then leisure arcology, plus 10 housing, and I believe that will also be plus 10 entertainers. We're going to colonize this. I totally forgot it. We are Fubard is going to be the name of this planet. Okay. Here we go. And it accepted it. Sweet. Alright. We got 2 new colonies coming online. Very good. 4th machine world. A 4th machine world is now active in the Chirban system, the 6th planet of the system, which was previously covered in toxic fumes, somehow expunged its dense atmosphere in a matter of days. When this process was over, the planet's surface parted to reveal an immense planet-wide factory complex. Ancient fleets of AI-controlled warships are now emerging from underground hangars to continue the crusade against the entirety of organic civilization. This is hopefully the last one, and it actually is. Alright. Sterilization Hub 004. So to beat the contingency, you have to destroy all 4 sterilization hubs. You can do that by the old-fashioned way, bombing them with a military fleet of your own, and you have to get the planet's devastation up to 50%, and then it actually self-detonates. There's a little blurb alert that pops up saying, hey, the planet exploded. So that happens. Once you've done that, a 4th planet appears on the edge of the galaxy, which is revealed to be the source of the ghost signal. And then you have to go blow up that planet too, but it's even more well defended. Well, I shouldn't say that. It is... Scientist whatever has died. That's fine. Shortage of food. Oh god. That's a problem. Let's get gravitational analysis 5. We need food. I can't believe I need to buy food. I have never needed to buy food. This is really, really stupid. Stupid robots. Bad life choices, pretty much. Anyways, so the hubs are protected by the bigger, stronger fleets where they have 25 Warform ships and 50 Seeker ships. And they also have one of these cores. But the main hub, once it appears, it is actually protected by 4 of these core systems, and the main core, which it says it has a fleet power of 1, but it's way stronger than that because it has like 4 tachyon lances, or sorry, 4 particle lances and 4 titan lances or some bullshit that it said. It was weird wording, but nonetheless, it's actually super duper powerful. No fleets though. It just has those really strong, what's it called? Stations protecting it. Colossus world crackers work, or too much effort for those, or too vulnerable during the process? No, the world cracker works. You can blow up the planets with a world cracker. That's what I did in my Iron Man game when I beat the contingency, as a matter of fact. Okay, we're going to resettle some pops to Alpha Yo Mama, because we need to get this colony up and running. We're going to move from another, not Earth. And we're negative on energy again. Beautiful. Clagian, human, come on now. Hurry up. Alright, that should do it. And then we got an unemployed specialist. Okay, let's move him. Any collateral damage when the planet blows, like orbiting fleets get wiped or anything? No, it's just a blurb about it blowing up, and then it becomes a broken world. Toy fact. Well, it's... I mean, I think it becomes like it blows up like any other planet does when you use a world cracker on it, if I remember correctly. But when you bomb it enough, an event pops up once it hits 50% devastation, saying that the planet has exploded because it set off some kind of self-destruct or some bullshit, and it becomes a broken world. And I'll try to find a broken world as an example. Toy Factory. There are structures on Tatara 3, though most are less than ruins and more akin to rubble. The From Beyond's initial pass over the planet reveals only one building that can be considered intact, seemingly spared whatever calamity robbed Taytara 3 of its buildings and builders alike. This is the source of the noise. Not only is the building intact, reports Science Officer Gisela Brandt, but it is active. It is a production facility of some sort, turning plasticine polymers into mute objects of uncertain, but possibly ornamental purpose. The raw materials and end product are largely uninteresting to the Planet Express, but we could doubtlessly stand to learn something from the automated manufacturing process itself. So that puts a toy factory on the planet. Pretty cool. Hang on, let's try and find... Hi, Dinosaur! What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. There should be a broken world here in Fen Habanis, now that I think about it. No, that's an asteroid. What's this one? That's a toxic world. You know the worlds, like not ones that have been blown up by a world cracker or anything like that, but the worlds you find and they have like a big chunk of their crust missing, and it's just floating in orbit around it. You know what? You know that's a broken world. That's what the sterilization hubs turn into if you just bomb them to the point where they explode and self-terminate. I'd like to find a broken world. That would be nice. Hang on. I could probably use expansion planner, hey? Is surveyed, is not is colonizable, minimum habitability, selected species all. Let's change the class. Alpine world. Arctic world, arid world. Oh my god, I still haven't terraformed Mars. I feel really stupid. Barren world, barren world, barren world. Like, there's a few of these worlds here. See, because I finally got that console update, after I had to... Unfortunately, I had to harass a couple of my contacts, like the community ambassadors, for Stellaris in Paradox Interactive. I was kind of bothering them about it a little bit. I was like, by the way, I still haven't gotten this update. Am I doing something wrong, or... But they looked into it, got it sorted out, and now I can terraform worlds that have the terraforming candidate modifier, so why the fuck haven't I terraformed Mars? Stupid. Or am I already terraforming it? Is it being terraformed? No, it is not. Maybe I should just leave it alone anyways. You know, I never really looked at Mars in this game. I didn't realize there's this giant ice cap at the poles. That's detail. I like that. Does it turn into a perilous core for the gods? No. No, unfortunately it doesn't. Tagel regulators built a gateway. Other science ship found an anomaly. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, Alpha Yo Mama, you can upgrade your planetary administration. Synth infiltration attempts. Synthetic infiltrators loyal to the Contingency were recently discovered on Similarly Not Earth, attempting to pass off as humans. Fortunately, their crude disguises consisted of little more than layers of rubber worn on top of their metallic frames. They were quickly identified by Planetary security, who disposed of them after a brief but violent firefight. Large amounts of explosives were found among the remains. We got lucky. So yeah, there's going to be infiltration attempts. They're going to attempt to not just attack us out in space, but they're trying to subvert us on our own planets and be like, fuck you guys, y'all suck. Amenities are in the shitter on this planet. Okay, well, we're going to replace these with holotheaters. Both of them. Holotheaters, there we go. Oh, wait, something... Oh. Housing is a significant problem. Huh. Okay. Can't build any more city districts. This is why I don't usually bother with the smaller worlds. Like, it's got to be at least like size 15, 16 before I even look at it. Check Saturn to see if it's got the Pentagon cloud poles. The Pentagon cloud poles? This sounds intriguing. Why don't I know about this? Cells, blah, 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 is partially hollow. Within its interior spaces sprawls a dense honeycomb structure crafted of some unknown alloy, etc., etc. Don't care. Hang on. Why are you bleeding food, too? Because our economy has gone in the shitter. Just as I'm rebuilding it, we get dragged into a war against an awakened empire, which absolutely annihilated part of our systems. And we lost a couple key planets. We still don't have this one under our control, I might add. Definitely not Earth. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and land our armies. Transport fleet, away! Well, I'm glad the Shazarak Colonel came by to save the fucking day for us. God damn. See, these are the big-ass fleets that I was talking about. 111k and 126k. I knew there was big, powerful fleets somewhere. I was wondering where the hell they disappeared to. Whatever. Okay. What to do next? I don't even know. We need to wait for Fenhabanis to start getting colonized, then we can move pops there. Fenhabanis is going to be in Alloy Powerhouse. Ah, so you're in the process of getting unfucked. I was in the process of getting unfucked, but then we immediately started getting fucked again because I forgot that we were declaring or promising independence to another empire, and they declared war on the fallen empire, or vice versa, one of the two. It doesn't fucking matter. Synth Infiltrator discovered. A tragic hovercar accident recently claimed several lives on Earth, but the emergency medical services who responded to the scene were shocked to find the remains of a synthetic among the victims. The unit had been disguised as a human by grafting a thin layer of organic flesh over its metallic endoskeleton. Unlike the previous Contingency infiltration models we have encountered, this synth was virtually indistinguishable from a human on the outside. Anyone can be a synth! Dun dun dun. They're sounding very Cylon-like now. The archives. It's a Gaia world. Size 15? Yeah. Master Archive. Wow. Look at all that science coming out. Aegis Complex. I like it. Man, if we could get that under our control. There's a planet in. Why do we have control of these star bases? That makes no sense. Whatever. If we get that planet, that'll be awesome. I think he's preparing for taking dry off the droid. That's disturbing, Hugh Stocks, and I'm not even going to dignify that with a comment. He's sick fuck. Alright, let's do a chemical plant here. Jeez. I don't know how I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to try. I think we're, might be a little bit too far in the shit by this point. They're revolving. Yeah, they just need to rebel. You got any megas as of yet? Well, we were building a sentry array way down here in Dwumgar, but the Grey Tempest decided to eat my ass with thimbles. So we lost it, but I can rebuild it. Speaking of which, where is this construction ship? There you are. Build that mining station. There should be another one. Oh, there it is. Fenhabanis 6. Big-ass mining station there. Hells yeah, now we can rebuild our star bases. Starting at Erasmodon. Leviathan defeated. Contingency has vanquished an ancient threat in the distant Grekel system. Really? I don't even know what it was. No, it was the Ether Drake. Huh. The Contingency wiped them out? Since when did the Contingency even over there? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Alright, Earth, Empire Capital. Oh, man. We need to resettle to, where is that place? Not mine. Earth. Here we go. This is a good place to resettle to. God damn, the list of shit is long here, because we got so many different species. There. That's better. And not mine Earth is ready to be upgraded. There we go. Bootyful. That's much better. Let's restrict a couple miners. And see if we can get some... I don't know what I'm going to do. Holo theaters plus civilian industries. Uh-oh. At least one of your planets has low stability. Definitely not Earth. Uh-oh. Why? Oh my god, what happened? Why is it at minute minus 58 housing? What the hell happened? What? How the hell? Wait, what? Minus 58 housing. That's got to be an error. That should fix itself. That's not right. That's not right. Minus 58 housing. There's only 56 pops on the planet. What the fuck? It's probably because of the level of devastation, isn't it? Yep. Son of a bitch. Can the contingency mess up your own robots as well? Yep. Is cause rebellion? No, it's cause this planet got bombed to crap. So once the devastation goes down, then it'll be a bit less of an issue. But right now, it's not looking good. So I'm gonna have to declare martial law, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be have to. Damn. Holy crap. Until this devastation goes down, because it is 100% right now. Not good. Earthquake! The unstable tectonic plates of Alpha Yo Mama have just violently shifted once again. Reports on the damage to the colony are just starting to arrive. Oh, isn't that awesome? This is just what we need. Okay, so by activating martial law, this planet has been placed... Ooh, earthquake damage report. The recent earthquake which staggered our colony in Alpha Yo Mama caused no damage. Oh boy. So martial law decreases the resources from your jobs by 33%. Pop growth speed reduced by 50%. Pop growth from immigration also reduced by 50%. And pop assembly speed reduced by 50%. Soldier jobs are increased by 2. And soldier jobs... I can't remember if it's reduced crime or increased stability. One of the two. Something like that. Okay. Is the devastation going down? It is starting to go down. So it's going to be a long-ass time before this fixes itself. Alright, well, whoops. Not that. Let's restrict miners. We need more clerks. Synth Detection Project. With the new models of synthetic infiltrators being indistinguishable from humans, we need to come up with some way of identifying them before they can cause more damage. Our scientists have prepared a special project to devise a detection method. This project may be critical to our survival. Synth Detection Method. See, when you play as a machine empire, these events are completely different. It turns out that the 146 months... Jesus. We're also going to do the Flesh is Weak, because that's 153 months right there, and it's 97 months for the Colossus project. Oh my god. Oh my god. Expensive, yeah. This is brutal. We are so fucked. Oh, I love it. I love it. Leviathan defeated. Contingency has vanquished an ancient threat in the distant Comoros system. Really? That looks like it was the Scrapper bot. Yeah, it was the Scrapper bot. Scavenger bot, excuse me. Ether Drake over there, Scavenger bot. Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get to encounter those, or I should say fight them ourselves. That's too bad. Yeah, usually I have way more science and being generated and various other things by this point of the game, Joe, but, you know, shit is really hitting the fan. Let's go ahead and land some more armies, shall we? I don't think this will do anything. Can we repair this? Hydroponics farm. No, let's demolish it. Why did you build a hydroponics farm? Why do you have a mineral purification hub? Get rid of that, please. Ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Let's do a research lab. How about a heritage site while we're at it? Sure, why not? 8-1 machine book? Huh? I'm not sure what you're referring to, dude. You'll have to consider me a very stupid and uneducated Canadian Muscovite or something. Muscovite. Where did that come from? Mine, not Earth. Let's upgrade to a planetary capital. Points spread. Y'all's gonna lose. Y'all's gonna lose? Lose only has 1-0. By the way, Joe, I was trying to contact you earlier on the weekend, but you were ignoring me as usual. I know you have difficulty with this game, but you do like strategy games, correct? Let me know in chat. This is a one-on-one conversation that you and I are having live on stream right now. You're live with Mobius Y. Go ahead, caller. I'm gonna do another robot assembly plant. Depends on the game. Do you like Civilization? Okay, 3 questions. 1, do you like Heroes of Might and Magic? Because, let's face it, Heroes of Might and Magic 3 was fucking awesome. 2, do you like the Civilization series? Because I have Civ 5 on my computer and I enjoyed it. Number 3, do you like XCOM? Prefer turn-based stuff. Fuck yeah, Civ, And what about XCOM or XCOM-esque games? Turn-based strategy games with tactical combat, where you can move your units around on a battlefield and take shots with them and stuff, you know? I have a Civ from Epic. I think it's 4, but not sure. Never played XCOM. Oh, okay. Alright, well, the game that I bought when I was off on holidays, not this previous weekend, but the weekend before, it's another Paradox game called Age of Wonders Planetfall. It's got the empire building of Civilization with the army management of Heroes of Might and Magic. Like, you can have stacks of units in little armies and move them around on a Civilization-like map. And you have heroes that can actually lead those armies, including your commander, who level up and gain extra skills and stuff and become stronger. Plus, when you actually get into battle with, you know, a stack or stacks of your armies, you go into, instead of the 2 units shooting at each other on the big map, like in Civilization, you go into another screen where it's an actual battle screen and it turns into XCOM. You move those units around on a little tactical battle map, and you put them in positions, put them behind cover, have them use their abilities and stuff, and try to shoot and kill the enemies and stuff. The doorway, what can only be described as a dimensional portal, has been discovered in a remote location on Alpha Yomama. Weather prediction algorithms noticed a strange air current which was eventually determined to be caused by the slight leakage of atmosphere into the portal. The rate of loss is far too small for it to make any difference to life on Alpha Yomama, but the very existence of this portal raises some disturbing questions, such as where does it lead to, and could something come through the portal from the other side? Issues special project, probe the dimensional portal on Alpha Yomama. Add portal research area to Alpha Yomama. I'm optimistic Moby cleansed the Scourge when they had half the galaxy. There's always a way. Thanks, Hugh-Stocks. Looks like I have Civ 6. Never played it. I've heard mixed things about Civ 6. But overall, I'd say it's got to be pretty dang good, right? If they treat it like they treat their older Civ games, right? I like the hex boards way more than the simple square ones, like in Civilization Revolution. Can't say I'm too fond of those ones. I much prefer the hex. Probe the dimensional portal, done in 3 months. Never played it. The last Civilization I played was when there was no number to it. I find that difficult to believe, because Civ... Fuck, how old was Civ 1? Jeez. Or maybe you're thinking of Alpha Centauri. Was it Alpha Centauri that you played? Shazarak Colonel and Minbari are now rivals. Alrighty then. Okay. Devastation is going down. We are getting some housing back. Things are starting to stabilize a little bit on this world, but it's going to be a while. Hopefully we don't have a frickin' rebellion before that happens. I'm also not getting alerts from the Veer. I almost forgot what it was called. Okay. Yeah, we're looking okay. And a bit of the Civ clone on Linux about 10 years ago. Okay. So what you're saying is... one of these days, Joe, when you're free, like on a weekend, like this weekend or next weekend, when you're free, jump in my party. I'll play some Planetfall, but I'll stream it, and I won't announce that I'm going live or anything like that. I mean, people can jump in if they want. I don't really care. But I'll play the game some and talk to you about it whilst I'm playing. No, the last Civ game I played was the original one. Oh, okay. That's a ways back. Damn. Ooh, high energy dimension. The dimensional portal on Alpha Yomama leads to a dimension of pure energy, a small amount of which can be siphoned through the portal for our own use. The procedures used to handle discrete packets of energy also have potential use as a weapons system. So we got plasma cannons from that. Dimensional portal researchers will also produce energy. Okay. Sweet gibbly giblets. Alright, did we actually just get plasma cannons? There's no way. We've gotten plasma cannons a long time ago. Because we have freaking flash coolant focusing arrays, so we finished high-tier lasers. You need high-tier lasers to get plasma. Yeah, that was throwing me off. That was throwing me way off. Damn. Okay, so are we getting those... Starbase is up and running. Yes, we kind of sort of are. But he stopped. Orders received. Dwumgar. Is this a planet worth colonizing? It's a size 14 Arctic world. That's kind of shit. Has encountered a hostile fleet. Oh god. Run away, run away. So, something kind of crazy about the contingency ships is they actually have... you can outrange them, but it's more difficult because they have particle lances. So they do have some of the longest range weapons out of all the Crisis fleets, I do believe. I played SimCity when it was new, dude. Okay. That I believe. Dude, I even tried the original SimCity, but I just could not figure it out. I was too young. Too young when I played it. What was fun, though, was the original The Sims. That was awesome. I'm pretty sure I still have my disc copy, and I could install it and play it tonight if I wanted to. We need a few more clerks, unfortunately. Give me some more amenities, please and thank you. We need to also... Oh, not a hydroponics farm. Oops. Let's get a holotheaters. Try and fix this up. There we go. A leader has gained a level, Alpha Yomama. So we're getting Fenhabanis under our control by colonizing it. Hopefully we can turn it into an alloy facility. Nope, not Earth. Let's resettle a few pops from Nope, not Earth. Scrolling to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, come on. Come on. Oops, this will destroy any buildings. Okay, so we're not doing that, obviously. Now we can open up some jobs. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. That's better. That's better. Holo theater and not a chemical plant. Damn it, Moby. I'm just too tired. There's only about 20 minutes left in the stream, I just realized. Too much yakking. Alright, we're running into housing issues on all of these planets. Really? Australia, definitely not Earth, and also not Earth. Hey, it's not Earth. It's crazy. Restore jobs. Oops. Oh, no, not that many. Wait, what? Oh, it's Australia, definitely not Earth. That's because of the devastation. And also not Earth is having not much of a housing issue, but enough. 6 unemployed pops, too. Ugh. Rising unemployment on Australia. Alright, well, let's fix that. We're going to move it to, hey, it's not Earth. Where is it? Hey, it's not Earth. Where are you? Not Earth. Not mine Earth. Hey, it's not Earth. There you are. Okay. Do. Scroll down. Scroll down. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Resettling. Resettling. Good times. Alright. Now, that freed up our pops there. Now, hey, it's not Earth. We can construct additional buildings. We are going to... We don't have minerals? Really? Okay. Suddenly we're really hurting for minerals. Alrighty then. Probably because I'm restricting these miner jobs. Alright, let's open these up. And... I still can't build, damn it. Come on, Moby, get your shit together. No, not selling them, you're buying. Okay, there we go. Fuck it. Do that, and then 1, 2, 3. Some mining districts on the line. Damn, dude, you're poor as fuck. Thanks, Joe! I never realized it! I'm glad you're here. Alert, the replicators are no longer able to guarantee delivery service independence. Please seek diplomatic alternatives. I don't give a fuck. Minbari refugees have arrived from Minbari Federation. I read that completely wrong. Minbari refugees fleeing from Minbari Federation have arrived on Nope, not Earth. Okay, so who's eating the crap out of the Minbari Federation this time? Is the Contingency? Are they just getting crapped on by Contingency ships? Maybe it's the Awakened Empire. Well, we're up to 330 alloys a month. That's actually a decent improvement. I'm kind of surprised right now. Okay, similarly not Earth, you're right. Forge World, you don't need these commercial zones. Look at all these bloody clerks that we have. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hey, more Minbari refugees from the Federation. Okay, and then you move there, and then go here, and we will have the fully realized Sentry Array back under our control. All-seeing. Oh boy. Okay, chemical plants, and then I want some civilian industries and hollow theaters. So where to go? Oh, there it is. Here we go. Okay, cool. I'm trying, folks. I'm trying. I'm not doing a very good job, I don't think. Plus, was that array built or just started? No, I built it. I built it myself, but what happened was, whilst it was under construction for the final section, the Grey Tempest swooped in and we lost all this territory down here. So luckily, even when you lose the territory for, like if you lose the Starbase for a megastructure, it still continues its construction. So once we drop the Starbase back in this area, we have it under our control yet again. Fuck them up, Moby. Oh yeah, dude, I'm all over that. Yeah, doing a great job of that, JB. Thanks for the vote of confidence, buddy. You rock. Oh man. How are we doing on the devastation here? Down to 58%. We're still suffering housing like you wouldn't fucking believe. Unreal. Alright. Stability is improving, but not much. I'm just glad we haven't had a rebellion yet. Ah, nice. So, sensors up! Yep. We'll get there. What I need is another construction ship to follow behind this other guy where he's building the star bases. Whoa, that was a big lag spike. By the way, if you guys haven't checked it out, it's on the Stellaris Twitter, I want to say. But they posted a video comparing the performance from an Xbox One X to an Xbox Series X playing Stellaris Console Edition, with like a lot of pops in the galaxy and stuff like that, and it was moderately impressive. I mean, it wasn't a mind-boggling, oh my god, it wasn't one of those moments. It was like, huh, actually that's quite the improvement. Not bad. Uh-oh, oh, excuse me, big sneeze. Sorry about that. Alright, so with this construction, what the fuck? We're doing mining here. You can't build any more districts, so you need mastery of nature, baby. And we're going to run out of energy credits before too much longer. Put your hands up in the air and wave them around like you just don't care, because I don't. Food processing facilities, yeah, baby. Alright, now I don't need to have any more clerks on this planet. Get out of here.
And then what was that mining planet? Not mine, Earth. No, that's not it. Where was it? Alpha Yomama? Yeah, maybe it was not mine, Earth. Yeah, unlocking out all the clerks. Good. Let's see. And roll all the long. Yep. If you're watching this stream, you are the Resistance. So it looks like you have to build a starbase around every star to get systems under your control? Or does it just matter the distance? What do you mean? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I'll give you an example. Hang on. Where is a construction ship? So the best way to... You can grab... Like, if I wanted to, I could construct a starbase way the fuck over here. If my construction ship could actually reach this zone. The thing is, building a starbase that far away is more expensive. So if we go from Sturil to Chiselian, which is one hyperlane jump over, building a starbase only costs 67 influence, which is very normal for this portion of the game. However, if we skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hyperlane jumps to Iriga, constructing a starbase now costs 270 influence. So you can build starbases wherever you want. You just have to be able to afford the influence cost. It goes up the further away from your territory it is. Does that make sense? I'm going to assume it makes sense. No, not what I mean. Oh, okay, fine. What do you mean then? Spell it out. Spell it out for this dumb white kid. Alright, how are we doing on dark matter anyways? We still have +3 dark matter coming in. So let's go... Oh, wait. I'm going to wait a bit longer before I sell some. We could sell some crystals, though. And some motes. And some consumer goods. And let's go ahead and buy some more minerals. I'm buying minerals. I usually sell minerals like crazy. Oops, I did not mean to buy that many. Whoops. Yeah, that's fine. We'll be alright. So in the old days, each planet colonized or output had a range, and one could rope in multiple star systems if close enough. Yes. So for every system you want in your territory, you have to build a starbase in it. Every single one. You don't have to upgrade the starbase. Okay, so when you upgrade the starbase from a basic outpost, okay, this is a basic outpost. It has nothing. There are no additional modules or anything like that. You can still construct defense platforms up to 3 at a plain old outpost, but you can't give it any modules. You can't give it any buildings. Obviously, you can't construct any ships at it or anything like that. When you hit this button here that says upgrade, press A to upgrade Starbase to a starport. That is when you unlock the first 2 module slots and the first building slot, and you can add more defense platforms. That is when it gets added to your list of starbases that you see here on the right-hand side. And depending on what kind of modules you give it, it'll turn into either a bastion if you give it gun batteries or hangar bays. It'll turn into a trade hub if you give it trade hub modules. It will turn into an anchorage if you give it anchorage modules, like these ones here. Or it will turn into a shipyard if you give it shipyard modules. And the modules are, like I said, these 6 bits right here where I'm moving the cursor. So if you turn it into a shipyard, it turns up in the shipyards section of the outliner. And there were several researched things that increase the size. That's not the case anymore. There are research things that improve how many times you can upgrade your starbase. Every time you upgrade the starbase, it passively adds more defenses to it. Like this starbase just has a little missile launcher on the top. By upgrading it, it'll add like 4 weapons, because you'd have to visually look at it. I made a video about this, buddy. The territory is just one system now. Yeah. So essentially a starbase is planting a flag in a star system, and it's yours. No proximity to other nearby systems, passively getting you extra land to claim. Correct. I could probably get rid of that commercial zone. Hey, maybe let's replace it with something. I don't know what though. And we're out of energy.
Oh boy, maybe some alloy foundries? Sure, why not? Let's open up the miner jobs. Get rid of the clerks jobs. That's way too many clerks jobs for my liking. Let's see what happens. Alright, we are out of energy, so let's go ahead and sell some consumer goods, because fuck you, that's why. Energy credits in 2 months. Yeah. No more planet cap either. What do you mean planet cap? I just realized there's only... about 5 minutes left in the stream. That's crazy. Okay, so we're gonna run out of energy credits yet again. No problem. Let's see. Moving around. What do we need to do? Oh yeah, build this damn thing in Rixikar's Maw. Why haven't I done that yet? Great Tempest might poke through at any time and destroy that again, but I don't really care. Alright, let's see. Construction complete, not mine Earth. Starting to get some... Negative 150 minerals! Oh, whoops. Maybe I should not have built all those alloy foundries. In fact, I definitely should not have. Oh well, let's give it a mineral purification plant here. Very good. Okay, it's all good. We can eventually balance out our economy. Let's sell all of our dark matter. And now we have energy credits. Very good. Pre-update, you had a planet cap. I mean, it was a soft cap. Now I remember what you're talking about. It was a soft cap, though. You could go over it. I'm trying to remember what the hell I'm supposed to do here. And I'm pretty sure that was just for core worlds. If you went over that... if you went over the limit to the planets under your core sector systems, yeah, you just have to put them in sectors. Like automated sectors. AI-controlled sectors. So you could go way over that value. Or just kind of hover close to it, and once you went over it by like a colony or two, then, sectored off some older colonies that were fully developed and just be like, okay, well, just let these... Don't do anything on these planets, just, amass resources, that kind of a thing. And then you could manually develop your newer colonies, which I did quite a bit, just before we got the 2.2 update. It's administrative cap now, yes. So new districts, new systems under your control, and I'm pretty sure colonies. Yeah, number of colonies, number of districts you've constructed, and number of systems within your territory. All adds to admin cap. But that's a completely different system. Like, you're referring to two things there, Hugh Stocks, but they weren't like they were mutually exclusive, because the whole planet cap thing, the whole, sorry, how do I word this? Synth bombing on Another Not Earth. A human repair crew conducting routine maintenance on some of the civilian infrastructure in low orbit over Another Not Earth were recently revealed as synthetic infiltrators when they used explosive devices to deliberately trigger several uncontrolled re-entries. The resulting impacts on the planet's surface caused millions of deaths and significant structural damage. That's too bad. Let's take a look-see. Is this the place where they got bombed to crap and we're waiting for it to get back to normal? I don't think so. I can't remember anymore. What the hell was I talking about? No one ever sticks to admin cap. No, you can't. It's impossible. Unless you play super duper tall, which is just dumb anyways. You're gonna go over it. Bottom line. Which fucking planet was it that had the devastation problem? It was over here in Galarum, that's it. I think it was this one, not Earth. Hello, how are you doing now? Devastation, no devastation. Oh, okay, cool. That's not the right planet. Shit, what planet was it? It had to have been that planet. But suddenly I have 83 pops on it, not just 50-something. That's not the right planet. Alpha Yo Mama? No, it wasn't that one. That's just that's our newest colony. Well, it helped when I was able to see which thing is had low stability and was going to riot soon. That actually made it easy. Oh yeah, the damn crystal things are here. So we're going to have to move our ships over there. Cruisers and battleships, you're all good. We need to upgrade our cruisers and our battleships first. I almost forgot about that. But yes, we're losing energy, I know. Shut up. I want to sell a whole bunch of our strategic resources. It's fine. Sell food. And what are we looking at now? I need to be super duper cautious about what I construct because more alloy foundries, as nice as that would be, the metallurgists are just using way too many minerals for upkeep. Insane. Anyways, Fenhabanis, are you done colonizing yet? Yes, you are. Okay, so take a look here. It's a size 25 world. Why can I only build 6 districts? Huh. That's unusual. I'm used to getting the materialist, Fallen Empire's materialist, Fallen Empire homeworld where you can construct like 20 plus districts. Okay, weird. Whatever. Anyways, so on an Aquamanopolis, had it what? An odd factor. A group of investigators have found a hidden factory on We Are Fubard, which is the Aquamanopolis, Fenhabanis 3. The building and its state of decay tells of an old civilization, one that excelled at constructing things that stood the test of time. Our population would easily be able to use the facility to add to the colony's production output. Okay. So we have an odd factory worker churning out 6 alloys for nothing. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so on an Aquamanopolis, as I was saying, you have residential archaeology to give you 15 housing and 5 clerk jobs. Foundry archaeology, 10 housing and 10 metallurgist jobs. So metallurgists are what create your alloys. Industrial archaeology for housing, 10 housing and 10 artisan jobs. Artisans turn your minerals into consumer goods. And leisure archaeology. Housing plus 10, entertainer jobs plus 5, and culture worker jobs plus 5. Entertainers turn consumer goods into unity and amenities, and culture workers turn consumer goods into, I think, just unity? I can't remember. We have to find a culture worker. Which one has an Autochthon monument? Here we go. Culture workers turn consumer goods into unity and society research. That's what they do. So we have options here. We're obviously going to do... Ooh. We don't really have any good options. We're just going to do a residential archaeology for now. But we'll have to fix that sometime in the future once we get our economy somewhat stabilized. Okay. Shit is really hitting the fan here in the Planet Express galaxy. But it's actually been 2 hours, so that's it for tonight's stream. I'm going to save the game really quick and then quick to the main menu. But yeah, hopefully we can come back strong. I really have my doubts at this point because now we have the contingency to deal with, and just because their fleets are just so bloody powerful with the high difficulty and crisis strength. Their ships could probably just one-shot one of our battleships right now, so it'll be an uphill battle, but it should be interesting. And I think I'm only streaming this about 2 more weeks, so we're done with Planet Express at the end of November. I'll do what I can to stabilize our economy, but I guess in a way, JB, you're right. It's decent to see me trying to come back from a major deficit. Because this is probably a very common occurrence for people, especially those who are newer to Stellaris. So folks who are in fact watching these videos might pick up on what I'm trying to do or am doing in order to, come back from behind. It's very difficult to do at this stage in the game. It's not impossible, but very difficult. It's very much an uphill battle. GG, dude. Looking forward to the next one. Thanks, Hugh Stocks. It'll be next week on Tuesday. But hey, come on by Tuesday and Thursday and Friday. I'll be streaming Massive Chalice. It'd be really cool to have you come by those other streams as well, buddy. JB, thanks for coming by tonight. Joe the Frogman, always good to see you, buddy. I'll talk to you again soon, okay? Don't ignore me as much as you do, please. It really hurts my feelings. iDinosaur, good to see you again, man. I'll probably see you on Thursday for the Massive Chalice stream. And Tony Knott, hope to see you Thursday as well, buddy. All right, folks, that's it for now. Again, thank you to everybody who came by to watch me playing this live, and those of you watching this in the future on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I upload my streams unedited to YouTube so that you can, watch them in full. You don't miss anything. And, I guess it's half decent background noise if my voice isn't so terribly annoying when you're, working at home or whatever's going on if you're working in the office. As I said, please subscribe to the channel and check out the links in the description below. You'll find one for the official Stellaris Discord channel. You can become a part of the greater Stellaris community. There's plenty of members who play Console Edition in that channel, and there are specific sections for console players as well. Besides that, also check out the link to my Twitch channel. Give me a follow there. I go live. These days I'm streaming Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come on by and watch me playing live. Stellaris Console Night is Tuesdays. So, come on by and watch me playing live. It'd be a great time to ask me questions and interact with me. You'll also find a link to my Twitter feed. Give me a follow. I post important announcements there all the time. Great way to keep in touch with me. Last but not least, fans of my channel, you have a link to my own personal Discord where we do small community events every once in a while. Decide what games I play on stream, that kind of stuff. So it's not mandatory, but I highly recommend joining. We're over 150 members now, growing a little bit more every week. It's pretty cool to see that. So that's it for tonight, folks. I'll be back again on Thursday with some more Massive Chalice. Until then, take care.